Alrighty, good afternoon. My name is Kristen Johnson. I'm the Assistant Director of Business Administration at North Penn School District. I will be opening up today the traffic engineering responses, survey responses. I do have 5 bids here, which you will see have not been opened. I'll show you that as we progress through the opening. I did want to take a minute to thank everybody who has submitted a response and go over the timeline of where the district goes from here. So today, January 27th at 2 p.m., we are opening the responses. On January 31st, we are looking to make a recommendation for award at our Facilities and Operations Committee meeting, and then with board approval to follow on February 17th. So that is the timeline we are looking at. We are recording today's meeting, and that recording will be made available via our North Penn website if needed. So I will go ahead and jump into opening the bids. I'll share out at the end a screen that will summarize the responses we received, and I'll open it up for any additional questions at that time. So we do have a couple more people joining us, so I'll just give them one more second. Righty. So our first response is from Carroll Engineering Corporation. Open. Have received the vendor qualification statement. And the non-collusion affidavit. So there is a lump sum fee for the basic services. Their bid or their response is $21,300. For the additional services, they've responded with a lump sum amount rather than a per hour amount. So we'll have to determine what that per hour amount is based off of that lump sum. But for the hourly fee for the project team coordination, the study revisions, the additional meetings, and reimbursables, that's a total of $8,800. Then for additional or alternative fee proposals, there was a recommendation for that of $14,800 for those services. Next, we have Gilmore and Associates. You have the non-collusion affidavit and the vendor qualification statement. So for Gilmore and Associates, the basic service fees lump sum amount was $21,250. For the project team coordination, it was $3,500. Transportation impact study revisions is $6,350. And for the meetings and hearings is $7,000, with $250 for reimbursable expenditures. Some additional alternative services were recommended. that total $4,450. Next response is traffic planning and design. Just make sure nobody else needs admitted. We're good. Okay. Traffic planning and design. We have the non-collusion affidavit and the vendor qualification statement. Okay, so their response was $22,600 for the lump sum for basic fees. For the project team coordination, it was $4,200. For the resubmission or the revisions, $15,000. Additional meetings is $8,000. An allowance for reimbursable expenditures of $1,500. There are additional services recommended with a range. So the low end would be $7,800. The high end being $18,800. So a variety of additional services there. The next response, I'm not sure who it is. There's not a name on the outside. This is, I believe it's Barry Bissett and Associates. We have the vendor qualification statement. And the non-collusion affidavit. Okay, so their lump sum cost $35,380. For coordination, $2,090. Study revisions, $8,770. Additional meetings, $2,890. And reimbursable expenditures of $2,100. There is an alternative service recommended with a value of $5,000. Confirming the numbers. That is Barry Bissett and Associates. And the last response received also does not have a name on the outside. So This is Heinrich and Klein Associates. Is a non-collusion and the vendor qualification statement. Their fees for the lump sum was $9,750. Their team coordination is $3,000. Study revisions, $2,000. Additional meetings, $600. And the reimbursable expenses included with the fees and estimates listed above. That was Heinrich Klein Associates. Heinrich and Klein Associates. Those were our 5 responses that we have received. If you just give me one moment, I will share out my screen with the responses. So here are the responses. If there are any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask them at this time. Hearing no questions, I do want to go through the timeline again. We will be reviewing the responses to review for compliance with our requested services and looking to make a recommendation for award at our January 31st Facilities and Operations Committee meeting. If approved from the committee, it would move forward to our action meeting on February 17th for full board approval and execution of a contract. We will be reviewing each of these responses. If we have any additional questions, we'll reach out to those individual organizations, but that is all we have at this time. I do thank everybody who's taken the time to respond. We do know that it is a lengthy process and a time-consuming process, so we do appreciate every response that we did receive today. That is all I have, and I thank everybody again. Have a great day.